Preecy, a goalless draw this evening against Bradford City, a really good workout in the legs. Once again, lots of positives.
Yeah, well, we've had a tough week of games. Wigan, brought the first team. Preston brought the first team, and Bradford brought the first team today. So they've been really good workouts for us. Been great for us to see where we are physically, but it's also a good opportunity to see where we are with our organisation. And I think I touched on it that because we've kept so many, we look really organised at this minute in time, and teams have found it very hard to break us down. Going the other way, we haven't created a lot of opportunities, but probably tonight, equal. We could have got some, could have won the game. So yeah, really pleased. Really pleased with everybody. It's tough playing against these sides, and we're grateful to have that opportunity to test ourselves. But we want them to get something out of the game. That's the most important thing, and the feedback's been really positive from all the clubs, and that means a lot as well. So yeah, we're in a good place, but we're still a long way away from the start of the season. So there's still a fair bit of work to be done, but I think we're in a good place again.
For you as manager to be able to withstand teams of Championship calibre, League One calibre, who are playing, like say, first team full strength players, and to have the likes of Matty and Keir very little to do, is that especially pleasing?
Yeah, I think where we keep them away from our goal, and I think Matt has made one really good save, hasn't he? Other than that, we've kept them away from the goals, put a couple of decent balls in, but we've defended those really well. But I was encouraged by us going the other way. Some good passages of play, which it's hard to break teams down at a higher level. But we've done that in all the games. We have created the odd opportunity, so that's encouraging, because that's going to probably be the last thing that comes together. So, like I say, there's lots of positives. We're still a long way out from the start of the season, but the lads are getting the fitness. Probably, we're probably well ahead of probably where we have been previously, because we want to get these games in early to get these type of clubs to come and to play against us, because obviously the revenue is very important for us as well. So we probably have top loaded the early part of pre-season, got through it with no injuries, so for us now, we've got a really good base. You
touched on it briefly there about the fitness of the players. Obviously, once again, gone with 2 11s for 45 minutes apiece. How close are we now getting to seeing players maybe playing 60 minutes, 75 minutes? Is that on the way?
Yeah, look, it'll start, but with the games coming so close together, we don't want to take any risks with anybody. It's just unnecessary at this time of the season. But we will be looking to increase the minutes in players, but we've got plenty of time to do that now. The important thing is to get that base again, and we've got that. And now we've got to look at how we're going to do that over the next 3 or 4 weeks. But because of how well we've done and got through these games and the fitness levels we've got to, we can sort of pick and choose a little bit more, which is a good position to be in.
Something I know that you're very passionate and highly thought about is youth development and how bringing those players through the player pathway. We've spoken about it quite a lot in recent weeks, but once again, Noel Brindle, Sonny Reeves, who've come through the Stephen Gerrard Academy and the BTEC programme, playing again tonight against a top outfit. How good were those two?
I thought they were excellent. I thought Noel was superb. I thought he was great second half. He's only small, but some of the headers that he won, he's fearless and composed on the ball, got himself forward. He's 17 years of age. He started against Wigan, he started against Preston. He's played the second half tonight, and it doesn't faze him, and he's been excellent. And Sonny probably his best performance tonight. He got us up the pitch. He created a couple of opportunities. He got us into good areas, and his work rate, is phenomenal. And he's starting to understand his role as well. And it's not easy. He's only just 18 to understand the way we play, and the way the system we play is quite a difficult one for our wide players. It takes a bit of understanding and takes a bit to get used to. But he's took it in his stride, and he's got better and better with that. So really encouraged with those two. Obviously, Keir's performance in the first game, was excellent. So really positive to have those young players coming through and genuinely holding position down. And like I said before, with 7 subs this season, they're going to get opportunities, but they get opportunities by right. The way they're playing at this minute in time.
And that rounds off our 3rd game in a week, an intense week, and now I guess rest up, recover, and then look ahead to Tuesday's test away at Leek.
Yeah, different sort of test on a 4G, but I think there's 6 or 7 4Gs in our league. So again, it's something that we need to get used to. So it's a great game for us, although it was part of the deal for Tom Carr. It's a really good game for us. Always a good side league. Always get good players in. They've got great way of recruiting players. And they always got good coaches and managers. So I look forward to that. And Shentz is there. I think Nathan Nakomi might be there as well. So there's a few familiar faces for us. So looking forward to that one. Different sort of game. Probably we go into that game favourites. We'll need to be better on the ball and a little bit more creative. But step by step, and at the minute I'm quite happy with the progress we're making.